Good morning, students. In this class, we'll study about geography lesson Europe, Peninsula of Asia. First, introduction. Europe is one of the most densely populated and urbanized continents of the world. It is also a prosperous and highly industrialized continent. In area, it ranks 6th among the continents. It has a complex and diverse physical setting and socio-cultural and political situation. Europe has 56 large and small countries. Totally, it has 56 large and small countries. Next, location, extent and physical setting. Location. Europe lies between 10 degree west and 60 degree east longitude and from 36 degree north to 72 degree north latitude. Extent. Europe is the second smallest continent with a total area of 10.4 million kilometers. It is the second smallest continent. It is about 3 times the size of India. This continent occupies about 7% of the Earth's surface, but it has a quarter of the world's total population. Physical setting. Europe is a peninsula of Asia. Water bodies surround Europe on 3 sides. To the north is the Barents Sea, to the west is the Atlantic Ocean, and to the south is the Mediterranean Sea. Water bodies surround Europe on 3 sides. They are: to the north is the Barents Sea, to the west is the Atlantic Ocean, and to the south is the Mediterranean Sea. Europe is considered as the peninsula of Asia. To the east of Europe lies the continent of Asia, which is separated from it by the Ural Mountains, the Caucasus Mountains, and the Caspian Sea. To the south of it lies Africa. The above mentioned boundaries are not barriers between the Asia and Europe, hence together Asia and Europe are called as Eurasia, or it is Asia and Europe are together known as Eurasia. Next, physiography. The physiography of Europe is unique. The western and southern parts are mountainous. It characterized by snow-covered peaks, gorges, valleys, plateaus and plains. The highest point of Europe is Mount Elbrus in the Caucasus Mountain, and the lowest point of the continent is the shore of the Caspian Sea, which is 28 meters below sea level. It has many peninsulas like Scandinavian, the Iberian, the Jutland, the Balkan Peninsula, etc. Thus, Europe is known as the Peninsula of Peninsulas. So, it is known as Peninsula of Peninsulas. Europe has a highly indented irregular coastline of 80,500 km, which is longer than that of Asia. Two of the largest islands are Britain and Ireland. The two important islands are Britain and Ireland. Physiographic divisions. On the basis of topography of the continent of Europe is generally divided into 4 major divisions. They are the Northwestern Highlands, the North European Plains, the Central Uplands, and the fourth one is the Southern Mountains. The 4 major divisions are the Northwestern Highlands, the North European plains, the central uplands, and the fourth one is the southern mountains. First one, the northwestern highlands. This region includes the oldest mountains located in Finland, Sweden, Norway, and extending to Britain and Ireland. They are made of ancient rocks. Goldo Pigeon in Norway is the highest peak in northern Europe. Which is the highest peak? Goldo Pigeon in Norway is the highest peak in northern Europe. The Ben Nevis in Scotland and Snowdon in Wales are the other important peaks. Second one, the North European plains. The North European plains is also known as the Central Lowlands, and it extends from the Ural Mountains in the east to the Atlantic coast in the west. It is broad in the east and narrow in the west. This region is not flat like the Indo-Gangetic plain of India. It has some of the world's most fertile farmlands. The third one is the central uplands. This upland consists of old rocks, eroded old mountains, hills, and high plateaus. It consists of old rocks, eroded old mountains, hills, and high plateaus. The uplands extend from Ireland in the west to Russia in the east. Most of the land is rocky and has poor soil for farming. There is no soil for farming, but river valleys provide the best farm lands. Fourth one is the southern mountains. The southern mountains are also known as the Alpine mountain system. These mountains run parallel to one another from the Atlantic coast in the west to the Caspian Sea in the east. They are young folded mountains like the Himalayas. Mount Blanc is the highest peak in the Alps. Mount Blanc is the highest peak in the Alps. Next one is climatic regions. Most of the continent of Europe has temperate climate. It has temperate climate. The main factors affecting the climate are latitude, relief, winds, and position. The main factors affecting the climate are latitude, relief, winds, and position. In general, Northern Europe has longer but colder winter and shorter but cooler summers than Southern Europe. The winters are also longer and colder, and the summers are shorter and hotter in the east than in the west. Next one is climatic regions. Europe can be divided into 4 climatic regions. First one, maritime Northwest Europe. This climatic region extends from the coast of Norway to northern Spain and inland towards Central Europe. The mild winters, cool summers, and ample rainfall, cloudy and foggy days are the main characteristics of this type of climate. Second one is continental climate. This climate mainly prevails in Poland, Slovakia, Czech Republic, Hungary, Romania, and Bulgaria. This climate is characterized by cold winters and warm summers. We can see here cold winters and warm summers. The average rainfall is 50 centimeter. In this climatic region, we can see the average rainfall is 50 centimeter. Third one is Mediterranean climate. This type of climate is characterized by hot, dry, sunny summers and mild winters with some rain. The average winter temperature is 8 degrees Celsius and summer temperature is 22 degrees Celsius. The average annual rainfall varies from 75 to 100 centimeters. Fourth one is mountainous climate. The Alps and the Caucasus Mountains have this type of climate. It is controlled by altitude, angle of the sun rays and winds. This type of climatic region is controlled by altitude, angle of the sun rays and winds. Dear students, till here we learnt about the lesson Europe, location, extent and physical setting of Europe, physiography of the Europe, physiographic divisions of the Europe and the climatic regions of the Europe. I hope you understood the lesson. Read the lesson and try to understand the lesson. Thank you.